Men don't look like people carrying emotional baggages, but men do carry. Many men are just masculinizing it and they're just trying to pull through and look strong, but they're bleeding inside. An average man has been raised not to cry, not to be soft, not to be weak, because they said real men don't cry, not to talk. And you find out that men die out. You find more grandmas, few grandpas, because they carry their pain and develop sicknesses. If you want to talk to a man and you don't know what to talk to him about his fears. Men have fears. Fears they've been raised not to show. Fears they've been raised not to give anybody an impression that it is there. Some men have been abused too. Abused by some girls who never understood, who cost at their future. Abused by stepmothers. Abused by even people. There are women who take advantage of men. And there are cases that people's own mothers take advantage of them for years. Childhood trauma. The loads, the weight that has affected the way you see and perceive. One of the ways you know a man needs help emotionally is that he doesn't know what else to do with a woman apart from sleeping with her. Being only sexually attracted to women is a sign that you need help emotionally. What that means is that you don't know how else to love if not touching. An emotionally healthy man knows the ways to love a woman without defiling her. Touching and wanting to just go from 0 to 100 is a sign he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to love. That is the only way he thinks he can love. Somebody needs to stop him. Dig into his story. Understand where it's coming from. What has destroyed your love life? That you can no longer love genuinely and talk without touching. What has killed all other expression that the only expression you now know is sex? That thing needs to be healed. Sometimes it's not just a weakness first. It is a product of a trauma. Not coming from home where love has been mirrored and displayed, and there's been addiction from a tender age. The ways he has survived his worries is to lock himself up and release himself out. And he feels confident again, like he can conquer the world. Comes out. And every time he goes through pain, instead of getting over them, he just finds a way to use those addictions as toys to get himself over. He needs help. And it is wrong for a woman to think she was designed to satisfy a man sexually that she's not married to. Say he wants it, so I want to give him. He wants what? It's not fine. It's not fine. And we need someone that can tell our boys this. There are ways to love a woman. A real man loves a woman without defiling her. And unfortunately, many people never had parents who modeled such character and depth of integrity. So you are a man, but you have no image in your life of what a man should be. No one around has mirrored what a true man should be. And you must understand, the devil fights masculinity. That's why he's breaking the testicles of men. They want to become women. Enlarging their hips. What's happening to our boys? Walking like girls. What's happening? It's destroying the mindset. Boys on heels. Boys painting nails. Lipstick. Wig. What died in them? No figure of a real man. Now, the reason why we must pay attention to the ministry to men is because real men are whole men, and all men are scarce. Real men are all men, and all men are scarce. Permit me to tell you as a guy, it's okay to cry because you are human. Release your emotions when you have to. Learn to converse, communicate with your wife. Many men would have survived even if they talk to their wife about the things they were quiet about. A woman is wired to help you. She's the only one that shares the name helper with the Holy Spirit. That's her wiring. Something is happening to you and all that. Tell her. And you must learn to communicate. You are not a wimp for speaking up. So we feel women go through a lot, but check. Men commit more men commit suicide than women. That tells us that when we want to deal with the subject of mental health and rescue people, you should face the man more. He needs help. But it doesn't look like it. He smiles, dance, then you hear after service he's killed himself. For a woman, you'd sit. You know how to help her. She will cry. But for him, he laugh. Even in the final moment, just say, are you good? I'm okay, bro. But he's made up his mind. When you want to talk, and let me talk to women a few, just a bit. When you want to deal with a man in his entirety, you must be deep. When you want to really deal with a man, don't stay on the surface. You have to be a deep girl. Is that okay? You guys are lost. I said, is that okay now? Right, but these are real matters. These are real matters. Say, but he's not communicating, he's not talking. He is. In his mind. He needs help to speak up. There's an orientation that he's been wired with. And that's why, listen to this, most men are forever glued with women who look like mother figures. But it's the duty of a mother to birth through care. It looks so hard. It doesn't look like a response to compliment and all that. But it means a lot. If you are not saying it, his ego is dying. And when you say it, doesn't want to give the impression that it's something big. Well, I'm proud of you. Say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But if you don't say it, he feels it. He hears somebody else telling the spouse, which why she's not telling me. Heal. Heal from your past. Heal from your ex. Heal from your trauma. Each time you catch yourself behaving like your dad, you are angry. Heal from him. Heal. One of the ways you know you have healed is that you can relate. So men need healing too. You work, you make money, you provide for everyone, you send money to this, send money to that, give money to this, give money to that. But you are neglecting yourself. You need care too. You need care. You need good food. Take yourself out. Apparently, no matter how hard you try, people say you've not done enough. So live first. Stay alive. And I'm saying this because I know what I'm saying. Stay alive. Plan for your future. Plan. Oh, a man is meant to give. He's a giver. Family are there. Everybody's there. If you die, they will move on. Heal. I wish I can take the whole day to dwell on that subject. Tell the man beside you, I know you are bleeding, but you don't look like it. Heal. I love you, brother. Yeah, tell the person I love you, brother. Now, have you observed? Now, listen. You barely find situations where you see a man and his father hugging. You barely find it. If you see a guy and his father exchange hug, that's 1 out of a million cases. If you are here and you have been hugged by your father before, stand. I can't stand. I'm preaching. That's why I'm standing. 1, 2, 3. You guys have better cases. Yeah. Hold on. Sit down. Let me explain. Let me say they hug you, fall down that anointing. Hold on. Like it's a regular relationship. I'm amazed to see that. Regular thing. Your father, you hug each other. Stand again. Let me see. Regular. 1, 2, 3, 4. Amazing. Let me begin. You are here as a man. You are wired. You know instinctively. You can't wait to have your own son, and you can't wait to hug him even at 30 and 40. Stand. You must repair the bridges that were broken. The emotions that were not communicated by our fathers, you must repair it and give it. But you can't give what you don't have. So have it first. Abundantly. Praise God. Please be seated. Something is changing our world. When you get the man, you get a real revival. Something is changing. What have you heard your father say to you before? I love you. Can you see them laughing? How many of you men have heard your father say to you, wow, Femi, I love you? We can have a social experiment now. Just call your dad on phone and say, hello, dad. What do you want? How much? So I just want to tell you I love you. You don't from here. Go and tell your mom. He won't take it. Because he feels strange. He's also bruised. He has some dysfunctionality. And we pass it from one lineage to another. He's bruised. That's the truth. Don't blame him. It's not also easy to do better. When you get there, you know. So heal. Number 2. Now that sounds emotional, so let's break it out. Be financially mature. You need money. You don't need all the money in the world, but you sure do need money. Whether mommy Gio, mommy pastor, prayer warrior, choir coach, mommy anything. You don't need to ask too much about the woman's love language. Money is one of them. Fact. One day I saw my wife looking so sad. So what's happening? I don't understand. What's happening? I don't understand. Dance. As you dance, I'll be sparing you money. From nowhere, the sadness disappeared. What money cannot do. Say, the kind of woman I'm going to marry is not somebody who is vain. Yeah. Those who are deceiving you are not married. And if they are married, their wives are kind. I can't tell them. Men of them talk proudly. They think they are good men. If you ask the women what they are going through, you hate to be like them. Say, it's not always women who are vain. Oh boy, women are wired differently. From childhood. I remember myself, my wife, and my daughter went to a boutique to get some things for. And you don't care, it's just going to be 2. Sorry, very fine shoe. Why? Calm down. The kind of happiness she was displaying. Said, I say, hey, whoa. Now, let me say this to you. You need money. I'm not teaching you vanity. Poverty is also vanity. Say, this life, everything is vanity of vanity. We live. It's true, including poverty too. We didn't mention the word. Not taking anything back. It's true. Talking about home front. Now in economics, you said you need money for many things. One of it is precautionary purpose. Childbirth is not an emergency. See, we have an emergency. I just gave birth. It's not that you had 9 months to prepare. Childbirth is not house rent. It's not an emergency. You have 1 year to prepare. Let's be factual. I said house rent is not an emergency. The next bag of rice in there, whatever it is, the package you do, is not an emergency. And we have to say it as it is. This whole culture of before you marry again, test her 700 now, let her go and buy something. If she can make good food, she's a good woman. It's poverty that is schooling you. It's poverty that is schooling you. That's a dangerous orientation. And you too, the girl who is in a hurry, who wants to prove 5,000 years of wife material. Oh, well, you don't know what that means. What I say, you will suffer. Or if it's even close, or your but by the time your trouble starts, even your angels will say, is this person about to be guided? You better get over and say, I'm telling you now. Say, oh boy, listen, one of the worst things that can happen is to marry somebody who is irresponsible, who will leave all the meat, who will make leaving the need to you. He doesn't mind. He will sit down, go and provide. He'll come back. He'll still cook. He'll come back. He's on phone. He's gisting. He's watching videos on Facebook. He won't do anything. That's a dangerous person. You need money. You need money. That's men. That's the fact. You need money. The home front needs money. You will eat. Sometimes sickness does not come with an announcement. Somebody is just sick. So you must be a man who is not eating with your 10 fingers. Who is planning? Anything can happen. We are not praying for sickness. You get what I'm saying? That's not when you now start saying, can I get 10K? And I'm not. But when people hear this, they say, don't mind him. He's only proud because he has. Only God knows tomorrow. Stop responding to issue of money with emotions. Emotions still won't fill your bank account. Do what is right. Emotions still won't fill your bank account. We have to break these clocks of emotional Christianity. When they hear things, say, it's not everybody that is born like that. It's not everybody that has. Oh God. Men, find ways to make sure that you meet the needs. The Bible says a man that can't provide for his household is worse than an infidel. It's basic. You must have a mind for it. I am a provider. I am not El Shaddai, but I provide also. After the order of Christ. Do you understand? You need it. But I don't know where we are getting some darkened ideologies from. That when a woman needs money, then she's worldly. Says who? Says who? There are men who have not given their wife money once to make the hair. Not once. Every time she makes hair, it's wow, like siren. Wow. Ooh, wow. Surprised that one day buy wig in a lie. What have you been buying? Huh? Give me something. Can I take a book? All the time. Power of a praying woman. Tomorrow again, don't be your parent. Next tomorrow, it's kabash. Stinginess is real. Now some men are not providing, not because they don't have, but because they are stingy. Akagom. Stingy. Ask the man beside, hope you are not stingy. Ask the person, don't look. Ask. Make sure you are asking the man, hope you are not stingy. Hope you are not a stingy one. Are you a giver? You don't just say yeah, you can't judge yourself. Are you a giver? Yeah.